faction. What the Supreme Court said, the budget should be presented to the properly constituted assembly, which is the authentic leadership of the assembly led by Martin Chike Amehule. But first of all, let's give God the glory, let's give God the honor that today, being the 28th of February 2025, God has been able to do it all for everybody, for the interest of the people of the state. I've always said that the will of justice is sluggish, but it will come when it will come. More than 15 months, 16 months, this matter has been laid to rest by the highest court of the land. The only thing that can happen now is to anybody to appeal to God. If there's an opportunity for you to appeal to God. Supreme Court has made it very clear that you cannot have a democracy without a legislature. The Supreme Court has made it clear, cannot say that the government without the legislature. It is unheard of where anybody will say 3 people will constitute an assembly to make laws for the entire state. It's unheard of. It has nothing to do with an individual, whether you like this person's face or not. But it is what is important is that can 3 people make law for a state? Not to even talk about appropriation. The Federal High Court said, look, you can't do this. You cannot do it. And therefore, set aside everything they've done. 3 people will screen commissioners. 3 people with all kinds of things. A governor will go and bring down a house of legislature and will do as if nothing has happened. The arm of government, independent arm of government. And people pretend as if nothing has gone wrong. And you're talking about Wike. It's not about Wike. It's not about me. What we are saying is, can you, for whatever it is, go and demolish the building of another arm of government? No consequences. Then you carry the legislator to your own house. Not even carrying the proper legislature. 3 people to sit inside government house, begin to make laws, begin to pass an appropriation bill. And you are spending money. And you say, nothing will happen. You want an appeal. Court of Appeal said, this is wrong. We can't continue with this. Petitions were written against the justices, Federal High Court. Monteshaw gave the judgment. Abdul Malik gave judgment. Look, having not have any appropriation, you cannot expend money. Petition. And that's what we see in this country. When you say something, people will begin to carry blackmail and will fall trap to that. So for me, it is happiness for Rivers people. It is happiness for Nigerians that yes, that person says, this impunity must stop. Enough is enough. We can't continue with this. You are aware when the issue of local government came up, a governor elected who had taken oath to abide by the Constitution came out to say that's a corrupt judgment, castigating the judiciary. But thank God, today the Appellate Court has said it all. Go back. You have no budget. Central Bank, Accountant General, you cannot continue to release money when there's no government until you present your budget to the appropriate assembly which is the 27 members, no money should be released. You refuse to follow the Electoral Act in terms of conducting local government election. What was the issue? INEC don't release voter register if you don't comply. We then call give an order. He said no, you will not obey. And Nigerians were clapping. People like Atiku were hailing him that yes, you've done well. I hope they will also hail him today. I hope the chairman of PDP Governors Forum will also hail him today. Because if you don't, if Supreme Court has come out to say enough is enough, we must not truncate our democracy. If you have allowed this, one day, one member will constitute an assembly. And there's nothing you can do. One member. You can imagine 3 people. One said is the speaker. So two people are now the ones. I mean, it's unheard of. So it has nothing to do with a wiki. We must commend the judiciary for being bold, for being firm, to say, no, this should not be allowed. This impunity must not be allowed. I've told people that Rivers State is not like any other state. We are not prisoners of war. We are not conquered. We must challenge anything we know that's illegal. We will not allow it. Anything, it's not, you can do that in any other state. But as far as Rivers State is concerned, we will not allow it. It doesn't matter what time it takes us. Yes. Look at how the assembly members since their salaries, allowances for how many years now? Because they are carrying out their function. So for us, not just happy, we're happy that the right thing has been done. All we have prayed, we said, look, nobody should go into violence, no fighting. Allow the law to take its I know that the law will take its course. But when? But when? But thank God, they said they defected. Supreme Court said, no, it's not correct. Where's the defection? It's not correct. Hiring 40 senior advocates is not the issue. And I commend our legal team. I commend Chief Olanipepo. I commend Chief J.D. Daudu, Jamanse, SN, Ferdinand Tobi, Onoja, SN, S.C. Horn, Musa, for being committed, not money, committed to the job. Lawyers who know, not television lawyers, not channel television lawyers, who will finish from court, the next time they will go to the channels to begin to pontificate. Today, Supreme Court has silenced them. Pontificate in court, not in the... Wike is a bad man, there's no doubt. Wike is a good man, there's no doubt. Is that why 3 people should make law for a state? That's the issue. That's the issue. It's not about me. It's about you doing the right thing. Upholding the Constitution which you swore, out of office. You are trying to destroy it. In fact, he had an opportunity. President gave him an opportunity. Say, look, you want to destroy this democracy we all fought for. We will not allow you. Go and do this, go and do this. And he agreed. But I know that he will not. He thinks that he's too smart. And that opportunity was gone. Now, what it also means is to tell those who are governors that, look, this democracy is not for you alone. Democracy is for everybody. You can't continue to play as if you are God. You must play by the rules. You must play by the rules. You can say, oh, I will do this. Nothing will happen. We agree. But something will happen. Just like it has happened today. You know, you think when you're an authority, you can buy away. No, it's not like there must be a bus stop. And this is a bus stop. A bus stop. All these people who are telling you nothing will happen we'll have our way, we'll carry money. Money goes to a point that there will be a blockage. No, you cannot walk. And Supreme Court has shown it today. No, we won't do it. We must allow things to be correct for this country to move forward. For us, for this democracy to survive, things must be done very correct. Not you just bulldoze your way because you're in authority, I'm a governor. No. Nobody is stopping you. Nobody says you shouldn't exercise the powers of the governor. But it must be exercised constitutionally as the law provides. The law didn't say because you're a governor. You go and bring down the building of an arm of government and then carry 3 people to a house for them to legislate for the state. Like what Supreme Court said there's no government. How dare you say, yeah, you can disobey, you disobey Federal High Court, you disobey Court of Appeal, that does not mean that this one, Supreme Court, then you're inviting anarchy. If you don't obey Supreme Court, then nobody will respect any court order. And what that means that is violence. But I know he must be his right senses now to know that, look, the end has come. He cannot. He cannot. He cannot. All those commissioners, his 3 members, they're all gone. They're not commissioners. They're not commissioners. But they never existed in the first place. I'm sure the so-called Attorney General will know that he will not go and say he's Attorney General of the State again. He knows the consequences of saying that. He knows that is gone. So I pray and I don't wish him that he should say he will not obey. First of all, how will he not obey Supreme Court? I mean, judgment. Go and present your budget. The legislature means well for the people. It's not about you carrying sacrifice, carrying judicial merchants who will tell you, we have contact here, I was there before, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. So my recommendation, River people have been very peaceful and been patient. And let them continue to be patient. But the right thing must be done, that's all. Nothing more. Go and present a budget. Okay, tell me. You expended 2024 budget without appropriation. I mean, you expended money without appropriation. Who does that? Who does that? That one man who spent billions, trillions of naira without legislature approving it. What can be considered infraction more than that? Just look at it. You sat on your own, spending state money without any legislative approval. It has never happened. Do you need anybody now to tell you that the governor has committed impeachable offense? Even if the chief judge, for example, is his friend, what can the chief judge do now? The Supreme Court has said there was no budget. And you went and expended the money. Assuming the legislature want to commence an impeachment proceeding, what will the chief judge do? He will say, even if you bring your son or your daughter as a panel now, you can't do anything. Supreme Court has pronounced that, look, this is an abomination. There's nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. Yes, the chief judge was part of people who, aiding him. So even if now the assembly wants to, which I may not advise them, I won't advise them. But assuming they want to, what can you do now? He appointed commissioner without legislative backing. You demolish an arm of government building. I hope people like Femi Farana will appear on Channel Television today. I hope. I'm calling his name. He will come. I'm calling him personally to pontificate the law on this. I hope he will appear. If what was Supreme Court said, not me. Not me. I never said in Supreme Court that